Billie Jean, like my love.
It is what it is. Let the past be the past. Just know Bam gon' be good and turn up on they ass. It's your time. It's his time. It's Bam's time. Bam's time to shine. Your time to shine too. Yes, you. Check it out, man. We have another reaction video. I haven't did a reaction. Well, I have, but it's just I've been doing more quality vids for y'all versus just kind of dropping a lot. I'm still dropping a lot, but I'm just, I know y'all see the difference. Y'all see that I just bit my tongue. Y'all see the difference. But anyways, this video we have here today is Michael Jackson's worldwide fame and popularity. MJ Forever. Big Michael Jackson fan, listen to his songs, music every day. People who I guarantee to listen to their songs every single day. Michael Jackson, NBA Youngboy. It's other ones, but those are the top two right there. Michael Jackson and NBA Youngboy for sure. But let's get straight to this video. And the popularity and rise of Michael Jackson has to be studied. Let's see what this video is talking about.
Hey everyone, welcome back to MJ Forever. Today we're diving into the mesmerizing world of the king of pop, Michael Jackson himself. From moonwalking across stages to breaking records and winning hearts worldwide, his journey is nothing short of legendary. In this video, I'm going to talk about how super famous Michael Jackson was and still is. Plus, I'm going to share some facts about his...
I seen that he surpassed, he broke some Spotify record recently. I forget. It was something, he just surpassed some number of monthly listeners and the man is dead and gone. The man has passed away. You get what I'm saying? The fact that he's still breaking records and he's not even here with us, bro. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. It's that simple.
Global
it's that simple,
that
bro.
will blow your mind. Now, let's talk about fame on a global scale. Michael Jackson wasn't just a star, he was a cosmic phenomenon. With a career spanning over 4 decades, his impact is immeasurable. From the early days with the Jackson 5 to his solo superstar.
Him going solo is the best thing he could have ever done for him.
Think about it. No matter where you are on this planet, chances are you've heard the name Michael Jackson. His music, his dance moves, his style, it's all etched into the fabric of pop culture. Even years after his passing, his music continues to resonate.
Facts.
And the moonwalk remains one of the most imitated dance moves in the world.
Bro, I hit the moonwalk I probably said this before, I hit the moonwalk so perfectly. I forget, it was like fourth grade. I remember, bro. Homework club. Kids college. I remember I hit it so perfect, but I could never repeat it after that, bro. I was wearing some Converse too, some Chucks, some high top red and white Chucks, bro.
Michael Jackson is arguably the most famous person on earth of the 20th century. Michael Jackson practically owned the music world from 1982 to 1993. But before that, from 1969 to 1975, he was leading a band, the Jackson 5, with his brothers, and that was another big deal. It's like having 2 primes in one legendary career.
LeBron James.
Some people think these 2 big moments mixed up during the Jacksons' victory tour in 1984, and you know you're really, really famous when you have 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and 2 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame awards.
Damn.
In his super famous time as a solo artist, Michael wasn't just famous. He was like the most famous person on the whole planet. Imagine not being able to go outside without lots of security people. Living like that was like being stuck in a fame prison. But he had secret hideouts in Encino and Neverland. Now let's talk about those stories you read in magazines. Michael was like the king of those stories, and this was way before anyone said anything bad about him. There was a time when a famous magazine had his face on the front page every single day. That's like being the biggest news ever. And let's not forget how famous he was everywhere. From small African villages to big shot leaders, everyone knew Michael. When Michael used to travel to other countries for tours, the leaders of those countries would come to receive him at the airport. His concerts were like a big mix of people, from little kids to really old folk.
I wonder what the prices were going to his concerts. I really wonder how much they was charging people, bro. I really wonder.
From all kinds of backgrounds. Everyone loved his album Thriller so much that it was like a must-have in every home. And when his album Dangerous came out, it didn't just break records, it went straight to #1 on the charts. He wasn't just good at music, he was also a really kind person who helped a lot of people. In 2010, a French TV crew went to see the Yawalapiti, an Amazonian tribe that is rather cut off from the world. They have limited contact with modern culture. The crew showed them various footage on a TV set and asked what they knew and had heard about. One of the things they saw was a clip from a Michael Jackson concert, and they go, "Yeah, that's Michael Jackson."
The new $7 Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell with the beefy 5-layer burrito, Doritos Locos Taco, and the...
Michael Jackson.
That's another thing. You got famous people, and then you have people who are universally regarded, who are universally known. Damian Lillard is famous. Shout out Dame Dollar. But he ain't universally known. You get what I'm saying? Michael Jackson. Maybe I should have used two artists. You feel me? Let's see. You could use other artists. Like Beyonce is universally known, I'm sure. All these new rappers today aren't universally known. From all the female artists, from the Lottos, the Sexy Reds, Glorillaz, all these, like Ice Spice, they're not universally known. Granted, they ain't been in the game as long as Michael Jackson, but still, like, it's like there's famous people, and then there's everybody, majority of the world knows who this person is. You get what I'm saying? Michael Jackson's level, he was just on a different level, bro. And the cool part is, I think he would trade away that fame to have a regular life.
Nothing compared to a world before the internet. Back in the 80s and 90s, you could go to any place in the world and ask them who Michael Jackson is.
Facts. I just said that.
Know. That kind of fame, much
bro, look
easier to
look how this man is traveling.
Ask them who Michael Jackson is, and they would always know. That kind of fame, much easier to achieve today, because the internet tends to be available even in the most remote areas. But
that's nothing. He did this shit with bro. It was no Instagram, no Twitter, no none of that.
Then, no way. There is a unique quality in Michael Jackson that is mesmerizing to all humans. It is the look, the strangeness, and the talent. It makes for a memorable experience. Those Amazonian tribes may have heard about some famous people, but Michael Jackson left a stronger impression. Across the world, in all cultures and countries, Jackson was present through modern technology and media.
How tall was he?
He was the
It looked like he was
spokesperson for family entertainment. He wasn't too adult-oriented, like Madonna. He entered every home in the world through TV. To put this idea into perspective,
like 5'10".
It was estimated that the premiere of the black or
white
white
music
6
foot.
video in
Or 6 foot exact, maybe.
was seen around the world by 500 million people. That is just the premiere TV screening of a single music video. His interview with Oprah Winfrey in 1993 was watched by 90 million people in the USA alone, making it the most watched interview in the history of television.
Damn.
And, at the time, the 4th most watched program in history. His memorial service in 2009 was watched by 2.5 billion people.
Shit.
Nobody ever achieved any of that. That's how famous he was. I would argue that he was the most famous person in the world in the early 2000s. Hitler, Marilyn Monroe, Trump, Kardashian, Lincoln, or Gandhi are names that don't mean that much in other parts of the world. But Michael Jackson was, until this day, remains...
That's what I meant as universally known. You feel me? That's what I meant by that, too.
Popular in every corner of the world.
Every corner.
This because of his incredible talent, groundbreaking music, and his unique ability to connect with people from diverse cultures all around the globe.
Tired, y'all. Look at these kids, bro. Look at this shit. Are they gonna show when they had like 90 million people or like 1 million people waiting outside this hotel? Look at this shit. Look at him. Bro had the mask on before COVID. He was trying to hide himself. Oh, this the hotel room.
No one can match Michael's fame or even...
Is this man sitting on the shit? I don't know about that one,
Mike. Match Michael's fame or even come close. Why? Because
I really wish he didn't go through that skin shit,
Michael
bro.
is
That
vitiligo
vitiligo
who
shit.
thinks about every detail to deliver his best performance. Can anyone sing and dance continuously for about 2 hours or more? Michael's music videos like Beat It, Billie Jean, and Thriller are from his first successful album, making him widely known and even boosting the popularity of the television channel MTV. It's a fact that he transformed MTV, making it a key factor in his growing popularity. Have you ever noticed how some artists are always with their fans? Michael Jackson was one of those artists. Fans would wait for him outside his hotel, and even at Neverland, they showed him lots of love. Michael really cared about his fans. Can you think of any other artist who gives blankets and pizza to fans, takes them to hotels, and talks to them all night? Well, I can't think of anyone else who does such amazing...
So, that I think is where, rest in peace, Mike, but that's where I think he kind of fucked up at, because he looking at it like I'm just being nice and shit like that. The world not looking at it like that. You get what I'm saying? They looked at him as being weird, all that. Everybody know the stuff that went on with him with the, I ain't gotta say it, but, and that's where it kind of messed up. I heard this is what people do. When they have a big fan base, bro, they appreciate their fans, they take pictures, they sign autographs, things like that. But for the most part, they keep them guessing. They keep them guessing, because look what happened. When he tried to do a little too much, the whole world... there's some stuff that I don't know if it was proven that it was guilty shit that happened with him, but it's too much. It's just like, even people now, they said they go live with some of their fans, they interact with some of their fans sometimes, but for the most part, they just keep it like, I forgot who was on. It was Cooks 25. If y'all been here, y'all know I be podcasting too, and I had Cooks 25 on here. Shout out to her, and she kind of said that she likes to keep people guessing. And, because kind of when you let people kind of get the real you, I noticed she just said it brings more problems. Like, versus if they just, like, if they genuinely mess with me, then I'm with that. But once they kind of see that you're human just like them, they start acting weird and stuff like that. Because I've always, a celebrity is a human just like you and I. You feel me? They just got some more money. we're not going to downplay who they are, but it's just like, I don't know. Sometimes too much of anything isn't a good thing. That's literally what it is, I guess. Too much of anything isn't. I think that Michael Jackson he hit a point in his life where he was interacting with people a little too much, if that makes sense. And his intentions probably weren't even bad, but it's just how people gonna run with it. So and that's a learning experience. It ain't no social media for him to look at a story of somebody else who did that. He's the story. We learning it from him. So.
Amazing things except Michael. And what about today? Do you know of any artist who makes songs to help people?
I think that's his kid too, by the way.
Travels around the world to visit different orphanages and children's hospitals.
That's dope.
They also give toys and donate millions of dollars they earn from their work. It's pretty rare to find someone like Michael who did all these incredible things. Yeah. According to NME, CNN, BBC, LA Times, People Magazine, MTV News, NBC, Rolling Stone, BET News, The Mirror.
Damn, how many?
Michael Jackson is the biggest superstar on Earth. According to The Guardian, Michael Jackson has the biggest fan following of over 4.8 billion fans.
Sounds about right.
He is so famous that if we cut MJ's fame in half, he would still be 8 times more famous than the second most famous person. And the reason behind being the most famous is his God-given talents and his hard work by which he was able to transcend boundaries of race, sex, religion, geography, and unite the world. Michael Jackson is the most influential artist of the 20th century and the most successful entertainer of all time, according to Guinness World Records. I don't think
with the entertainer thing, why do people try to act like... I remember I was in school one time, when I first went to university, I went to Central Washington, and these girls was trying to tell me that Michael Jackson wasn't like all that of a singer. He's an entertainer. And I just said like, wait, what? Like, just cause he learned how to dance and all this extra shit, like he kind of just upped his performance. Like you look at him for his performance, we gonna try to say he can't sing. They didn't say he couldn't sing. They just say he wasn't all that of a singer. I'm all like, bro, how? Like, his flows. I think what it is because he had that a rapper that learns to sing. I'm not talking about rappers who just dump hella autotune on their shit. All rappers kind of use autotune, but the ones who actually can hit a note and harmonize, you hear them in the booth. Say they tryna win over your love. You know, you kind of hear them. You feel me? He had the soft singing voice songs like "You Are Not Alone." You feel me? Then the slightly more intense Billie Jean songs where he's still using vocals. The Way You Make Me Feel. Then you had Thriller. That's the more upbeat, like it's kind of like a rapper who's singing. Then all right, bet now we on the hard shit, like the one he's really going in rapping. Michael Jackson, like he has so many different flows. He had, They Don't Care About Us. I feel like people see those type of tracks and think that bro couldn't sing, and that's not, and that's not right. I hate how people try to make it sound like he wasn't, like he was that with singing, bro. Like he was there with singing. Like we all know that, bro.
Elvis,
That's what put him on in the first
or
place.
any other famous person is as liked as MJ. Some folks might not agree because they might not like Michael. But you can't deny.
I don't think in Michael Jackson has this man ever gotten a hair, like I've never seen him with, like, even bro, his brothers, do any of them go to the barbershop? I didn't see a lineup yet. In the 80s they was getting haircuts, 90s they was, bro. I don't know, bro. I never saw him with a haircut, even when he had that big fro. None of them got haircuts.
Just go outside
Like with
and ask
a
people if they know
lineup.
Michael Jackson, and you'll be surprised by what they say. Every person belonging to any community, caste, race, sex, and generation will tell you easily. Extremely backward tribes who don't even know who is the president of country and man has reached to the moon recognize Michael Jackson easily. I think there's hardly anyone on earth who doesn't know him or what he does. In Asia,
Universally known. These other artists is not universally known. He is. Don't get me wrong. It's some other universally known artists. You got like I said, Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown's probably up there too as far as the whole world knowing who he is, kind of. I think. I could be wrong. But they ain't Michael Jackson. Or Michael Jackson is, we all know him. The whole planet knows him.
people see him more as a dancing god than a singer. According to New York Times, global superstardom on the level Mr. Jackson has achieved is but all impossible for pop culture heroes today, and quite likely it will never be possible again. According to The Guardian, it is harder for today's artists to achieve global superstardom on the same level as Michael Jackson. Michael was a radical pop artist in his desire for change. He wrote songs about racial equality, striving towards world peace and self-reflection to reach that goal. He allied himself with important causes before hashtags allowed you to do that without leaving your couch. He donated millions of dollars to charities around the world, and in response to his kindness, he was crowned African royalty.
I didn't know
The Guinness
that.
Book of Records has written Michael's name 39 times. Michael is the most awarded solo musician with over 800 awards. Michael is the most popular musician even now, 14 years.
See right here, you see what I'm saying? Like, even when he was still like, I think even now his skin was doing that shit, but you just, I guess because he had that Jerry curl shit, but you just never seen him with with the fucking, you know what I'm saying, like a hairline. Like you just never seen it. His brothers
Now,
too. I've
14
never seen them
years
with a
after he passed
hairline
away,
ever.
Michael donated over $500 million for charity.
Damn, how
Today's
much money?
so-called stars
bro?
can only dream of Michael's level of fame and talent. To understand those times, let's compare them to now. Nowadays, we have smartphones, the internet, and YouTube. We can know about anything globally, and anyone can be famous on YouTube. But even with all that, nobody is as famous.
Not anybody. I mean, anybody, but not anybody. Everybody ain't willing to put in the work to get. Some people don't even really want to get famous. Some people just, I mean, they do, but they don't. Like, they just cool with being known and getting the views and shit. Like, they don't care about being known throughout the world. They just trying to make, a career and shit. But
famous as Michael Jackson. Now, think about a time when these technologies didn't exist. What kind of talent could become so successful? Only MJ could do it. The whole world was either jealous or admiring him. People couldn't ignore such great talent. That's why he had to hide his identity sometimes with costumes and masks, but wherever he went, he made people crazy to see him. He's famous everywhere on Earth. His music and words inspired people. He had a mission and a message, and he spread it through his music and art. He became very
he really couldn't go to the, like, if he wants to go to the gas station, he could not fucking go. He wants to go to Walmart, he can't go. If he wants to take his kids out somewhere, he has to go with a billion security officers. He really couldn't go anywhere. He's Michael Jackson. He's Michael Jackson. And y'all want to know what the crazy part is? I've already said it, but I'm saying it again. I think he would really trade all that shit to have a regular life, bro. He always said how that's why he was doing all this zoos and all this shit with the kids, because it's like he's trying to have like playgrounds for the kids, zoos and all this other shit, because he never had that as a kid. So he's trying to make up for that lost time as a kid. He not even, I got millions. I never got billions. I got all these fans. I got this legacy. I got all these awards. He don't even care about that. I mean, he care about it obviously because it's taking care of his people, him and his people. But you know, at the end of the day, it's like I can't get that back though. I want that. So now I'm gonna build all this stuff to kind of take me back to when I was a kid. You know?
Powerful. And it's important to remember he was black. Some white supremacists didn't like that. So,
seriously?
a kind of race or witch hunt started to destroy him, or at least spread lies to lessen his influence. Despite this, he broke barriers of race and even gender. His goal was equality.
I know I'm pausing a lot, but I don't care. But that whole thing with his skin, though, I ain't gonna lie, it opened up so many. Even when you see people reenacting him now, it's a bunch. Like they have, it's never a black person. I don't know. Maybe I've seen one black person actually do it, but for the most part, it's always a white person, and it's just like I think they tried to make. I'm only saying that part because I always wonder why do they like because I never see, I don't know if it's more black people doing it, but it doesn't pop up on the feed intentionally, or if it's just no black people doing it, it's all white people doing it. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying to sound like weird or nothing like that, but I just always wonder, like, why do they do that? How come it's like, why are we remembering? Because it's not like white, black. He got the song, it don't matter if you hear it from my baby, it don't matter if you're black or white. Like, dun, 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 dun. Like, he got the song to even show, like, we should all get along as people and be together. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, why every time we see a clip, we have to, like, it's like we're being forced to remember him as a man with vitiligo versus the person before that, you know? I just don't know why they be doing that, but maybe it's just more white people reenacting him. Maybe no black people are doing it.
In 1988,
Which,
when Michael
if
Jackson
that's what
went
it
to
is, that's
Liverpool,
fine, I
England,
guess.
for his concert, about 1.2 million fans flocked to catch a glimpse of the King of Pop. This event was reported as the largest crowd ever gathered for a solo performance in the UK. Not to mention, he sold out all the concerts with demands for more shows all across the world. He is the most downloaded artist in the history of music.
This man has shows in Thailand,
His fame is so
bro.
big that sometimes they call him bigger than Jesus.
However you say it.
According to HuffPost.com, his fame is so big that sometimes they call him bigger than Jesus.
Don't ever say no shit like that again, bro.
According to HuffPost.com, Michael was the most famous person on the planet. Everywhere he traveled, he created mass hysteria. The day after his sold-out concert at Prater Stadium in Vienna, 130 fans faint at Jackson concert. If Beatles were more popular than Jesus, as John Lennon once claimed, Jackson had the entire Holy Trinity beat. All the artists out there, whether famous or not, are inspired heavily by Michael Jackson. There's a huge list of famous celebs who cited Michael Jackson as their biggest inspiration. His impact is not only limited to singers and dancers, but actors, writers, poets, wrestlers, and even normal people are inspired by him. 99.9% dancers literally worship him. He invented music videos, and the music videos we have today is just because of him. He made dancing an essential part of the music videos. Stage presence and performances, live showmanship, style.
That every artist, they said a song with a dance to it. They said Soulja Boy started that with Crank That, right? Now I think about it, he really didn't start that. Thriller. Everybody knows the dancing Thriller. The zombies doing this and shit. Everybody knows that. The Billie Jean, and then the moonwalk with it. You know, Michael Jackson really started that shit. Soulja Boy ain't start that shit. So stop saying you started that shit, man. You didn't father it. That man fathered it.
Music, dance, songwriting.
You sunned it, but he fathered it.
Michael Jackson was a celebrity's celebrity. Those who have had similar levels of fame
Celebrity.
were Elvis Presley, the Beatles, and maybe Frank Sinatra.
Hey, want to know how I got this $50,000 check for an accident I was involved in over 5 months ago?
but they still trail Michael Jackson, who was and till this day remains popular in every corner of the world. Michael Jackson died young.
50.
Michael Jackson was training night and day to prepare for the greatest comeback tour in music history. Tragically, it was revealed on the news that Michael Jackson's private doctor had administered lethal amounts of propofol. Michael had overdosed thinking he was safe and was announced dead on June 25, 2009. When he died in 2009, all the websites crashed for hours. This happened first time in the history of internet. The news was huge.
I don't know if it's right to say this, but that tragedy broke the internet. Literally.
All the news channels were showing MJ-related news for months. Newspapers, magazines, social media. MJ was all over. Whole world with newspapers, magazines,
Oh yeah, this is Facebook. Early Facebook.
social media. MJ was all over.
He was
The
all
whole world
over
was
that
crying
motherfucker.
over his death. We've lost many famous celebs, but never ever seen something in life like this, and will never see. To achieve global fame, you need to reach people from all cultures, including those with limited education. Jackson accomplished just that. It is unlikely that Michael Jackson's level of fame will ever be reached. Michael Jackson was a prodigy, a genius, a lover, not a fighter, a king, and the greatest entertainer of all time.
Singer and entertainer.
He was oppressed, loved, abused,
Well, I ain't gonna say
adored,
singer,
alone,
because I don't
and
know if he
missed.
had to sing it.
Michael Jackson is way more relevant than most of the alive or dead artists today.
Facts.
Thriller became the first ever album in 2017 to be certified 33x platinum. Michael is earning millions each year. He is selling millions of albums each year, and so on. People still love him, enjoy his music, miss him, and do great things in his name. He is still receiving a lot of honors and making records even after his death. Why? Because he is the biggest superstar. Stars will come and go, but there will never be another Michael Jackson. Thanks for joining me in exploring Michael Jackson's worldwide fame and stardom.
Nah, thank you. If y'all like this video, man, y'all know what to do, man. Good video. Shout out to dude for this vid. Rest in peace to Kari, ex my grandma, both our grandmas. And I'm going.